Hi Taurus, welcome to your mid-month reading. These readings will be a little bit different. I'm on camera only because of technology issues. I'm not a fan of being on camera. I'm pretty shy. Also, I got a Leo moon, Virgo rising, so that means that like facial expression wise, quite animated. Virgos tend to not be able to hide how they feel, as well as Leos. So just bear with that. So I'll be laying 7 cards down and then another 7 cards on top of that. As well, I ask for your patience because the way I read is different than most readers. I tune into energies. There are readers out there that do that. It's just the way that I do it is like I get a bunch of messages at once, and then I gotta hone in on the strongest one coming through and kind of flick or block, however you want to say it, out the other ones, so I can channel through to the one that I need, like so I can pin it out. Alright, that card hops, so we're gonna use that one. Okay, so for the first card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. See that? We have the Ten of Cups. Ooh, Taurus. You guys have had beautiful energy for a few months now. Very impressed with you guys. We have the King of Cups. Ooh, somebody might get proposed to. I maybe shouldn't have said that and ruining a surprise where it could be. Take that back. It's not going to happen. Page of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. The Eight of Swords. And the Three of Pentacles. Alright guys, just give me a moment to tune into the energies. I gotta feel out the cards here. If you hear the chair squeaking, it's nothing I can do about it. It's a comfy chair, but it's annoying as hell for the sound that it makes. Alright. Interesting. Okay, this is just for one specific person. It's a Taurus female separated from a Cancer. He has Scorpio in his chart too. You have children together. You separated. I don't feel like this woman's going to even be watching this, but if you are, the message is in Cancer's video. For that one particular person, I feel like she's manipulated this guy, and now she's paying the price for it, and she's quite concerned and worried about it. So if you're a Cancer man, watch that video, check it out. If you're that Taurus woman, then watch that video. For everybody else, I'm not going to tune into those energies because they're quite negative. And let's see what we got for you guys. So you guys were working quite hard in the past. You made a change. It did take some effort and some work. You're doing it with your family, I believe, too. Somebody's spying here, Taurus. Either you're spying on somebody or they're spying on you. I don't like that. Page of Pentacles, I don't like the energy coming from it. I'm feeling like this is on Facebook. Somebody's doing something on Facebook. Again, this is going back to that Cancer dude. Somebody's trying to make another person jealous on Facebook. And if that's the case, the only person you're hurting is yourself in that scenario. Like, I don't think that's for anybody watching. But presently, you guys, with the King of Cups and the Ten of Cups, you're very The energy I'm getting is your aura, like, is very purpley blue, which is quite beautiful. You guys are glowing, like, and you got that in the beginning of the month too, and I think last month too. You're glowing is beautiful, beautiful energy you're giving out. Some of you guys, this is a father. You're missing your father right now. I'm picking that up too. Uh, some of you might need to go see your father. So when I mention a father figure, it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 30, 40, 50. Like, I'm in my 30s. This means that you need to spend time with your father if he's still around. It could also be a brother, because I'm seeing with the Page of Pentacles, it's somebody that you've known as a child. That's just what I'm getting. Generally speaking, I don't get that energy from the card, but it's what I'm getting when in this reading. There's a sense here of overindulging, Taurus. I want you to watch your drinking. Your drinking could get out of hand. I think some of you guys are hoping for an ex to come back. This person's not going to come back. I mean, what I'm picking up is, I don't even... Okay, so the energy I'm picking up is, I don't even know why you want this person back, because this person cheated on you. So that'd be... If you take this person back, the same thing is going to continue to happen. Maybe if you give a long enough span. Like, is I am a Sag. I believe people can change. And I know they can. I've seen people change. But sometimes they need a long span. Like, I mean, if this happened within a year or a few months, I mean, they're just going to say they changed so they can get back in, right? And they haven't changed. If it has been a few years in between, then they probably have learned their lesson, and they very well may have changed. So in that scenario, I would reconsider things and maybe give the person a try, because you're quite worried and concerned about it, right? Some of you guys, you could be getting... Okay, so the warning here is... The warning here is Taurus, you need to get in tune with your emotions, with your partner. You need that emotional bond with your partner. I'm seeing a lot of happiness with your children, though, those of you who have children. I'm seeing, like, a lot of playing outdoors, and I'm hearing, like, these adorable little kid laughters. I think one of you are sad because your child is growing up, and they might not be wanting to spend that family time with you, but, I mean... maybe plan a dinner or a hike, or going to some carnival or something, you know, as a whole unit. You might be able to get the family back together in that manner. Some of you guys that are separated, children, you really need to focus on your children more. Your children aren't taking the separation too well, is what I'm getting. What I'm also getting for some partners, if you are intentionally keeping the kids away from their father with the King of Cups here, then this is what your children are feeling. Like, and I'm just showing you the card so you can see visually the effect that it's having. The Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords, right? Like, your children really need him, like, and it's important that they have their father around. I mean, if the only thing that's preventing that is is the fact that you guys have separated, and as adults, either the partner or you cannot mutually come to some sort of understanding with each other, you need to be putting the children first. Is, like, I'm getting a strong message that the children come first. So put your differences aside and just focus on what the children need. And the children need both of their parents. Okay, so regardless of what's happened between the two of you, It doesn't matter. Okay, like the children matter. As I'm getting a strong message coming through, I'm giving, like, I might be blunt, but I'm giving you the messages that I'm receiving. I don't mean to be blunt. I do try my best to deliver the messages in the nicest way possible. But this is all information that the universe wants you to know, so you can have this Ten of Cups and maintain it, because this is a passing energy, an energy that's coming in but will pass, right? So what's coming in from the outside is this ten of Swords. You got a lot of thinking and worry and anxiety coming in, sleepless nights as well. I'm not sure why. Overwork could be what I'm getting. Majority of it is family oriented and work. And the way I do these spreads, it's a lot different than the monthlies. The monthlies are easier to. With these readings, they usually come in for specific people that are watching it, so it might not resonate with everybody, and that's okay, right? Like it's for the people that need to hear it. Where a final sword is going to be put in, and it's going to happen this month, but it's okay because it's going to get you to where you need to be. What you guys need to do is you need to cut yourselves from this chain. For some of you guys, it could be the ex that's been manipulating you, and you need to cut the chains with them. So that means getting a proper schedule down for the kids, because it's important kids have schedules, right? You can't just be like allowing visitation whenever you see fit or the other person sees fit, right? There has to be a schedule for the children, and not only for the children, but that cuts ties with you, right? So they know there's less communication that way too, right? You're not constantly going, are you coming to pick up the kids? Are you know, if there's a schedule, it's known and it's planned, so it's dealt with in that moment. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to constantly keep calling each other going, okay, well, do you want the kids on Tuesday or do you want them on Wednesday? You know, there needs to be a schedule. You get them on Tuesday, I get them Wednesday. The kids, I feel like there's too much commotion going on, and it's causing this for the kids. Like, and I'm seeing boys. 3 boys is what I'm getting. 3 girls. You could have a boy and 2 girls. One girl is quite a bit older. The other girl is the youngest I'm getting. But you got to cut the ties here. I mean, into this anxiety and worrying. The past is past. It's over and done with, Taurus. If somebody betrayed you, that's fine. Like, it's done and over with. There's no need to reminisce about it. You're going to find somebody else down the road. Somebody's spying on you, though. Or are you spying on them? The possible outcome is this 3 of Pentacles. And it's hard work and dedication. This could also be working on your home, gardening. Let's pull some more cards. You guys I have a harder time tuning in sometimes to Taurus. And that's because you guys have such a strong energy where you guys can actually block other people's energies, where it's just mainly because, though, I'm picking up, I only feel like I'm getting messages for 2 or 3 select people, and that's weird. I don't normally get it like that in the general. And I don't even feel like the energies I'm picking up is somebody that's going to be watching. All right, there we go. Oh, we got another one that flipped. Where'd you go? There you go. Ooh, King of Swords. I like this card, though. He's really, really spiritual, but he doesn't know it, is what I get from that card. You have the 9 of Swords coming in. We have the 6 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Chariot, we got a trip coming up, and the Star. Yeah, some of you guys are going on a family trip. That's nice. Okay. Okay, Taurus. So, with the King of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles here, I feel like some of you guys are divorced. This guy is usually divorced, or woman. It goes both ways. Also, Taurus, there's a sense here, okay? I want you to watch what you're posting on Facebook or on social media. You can be quite sharp with what you're doing. We also have the Eight of Wands here with the Ten of Swords. The Eight of Wands is swift messages. The Page of Pentacles, I'm getting that as Facebook messages. I'm seeing like posts on Facebook that you're putting or somebody else is putting to upset somebody else or make them jealous. Universe wants that to stop. Don't, if you're looking at an ex's page and you're no longer with that person, you're causing yourself pain by doing that. So they want you to stop doing that. The Eight of Wands, that's Mercury Sag. So I know this energy well because I got Mercury Sag. So this is, you might be getting quick messages, quick ideas, quick thoughts, it might be coming at you from all angles, right? Like people from the past coming at you. An ex calling you suddenly, coming at you. You got old friends coming at you. You got your job calling you constantly, coming at you. They have things that, like, it's just things popping up real quickly, real fast. Because that's what Mercury and Sag is. It's like a lot going on at once, and it's constant. Just constantly comes at you, flicks at you. There's nothing you can do about it. So there's a sense of you needing to be very calm, cool, and collective in the final week to make these decisions. It's also a sense of you need to be methodical when you make these decisions to cut through, because this is a lot to take in, all right? It's a lot of options too. So you need to be methodical about the way you're doing it, but you also need to be analytical. And if you're making an option, I don't want to say remove your emotions because you're not facing your emotions, but this guy, if it's work-based, okay, business-based, then yes, you can remove your emotions from it. The universe will grant you that. In relationships, you can't remove your emotions. You're not facing your emotions in relationships. You need to be more loving with your spouse or husband. There could be something that you're holding a grudge on to, and that needs to be let go is what I'm getting also. Because with the Star and the Three of Pentacles, this is working on a new beginning. Okay, so if you're in a new relationship, then you need to be focused on that. The Chariot is a Cancer card, so again, some of you are dealing with a Cancer. Again, I am getting the sense that there's overindulgence happening. The Six of Pentacles here on top of the King of Cups. This is a person who drinks a lot, can even party a lot, like do other things besides drinking. So that needs to be tamed down if that's the case. Like overeating. There's a sense here you guys really need to watch your health. You need to, I'm seeing more walking needs to be done. So if you have kids, walking them to school instead of driving them to school, just to get that extra fresh air in your system, that'll help you, and that's very important for you guys. That'll help you clear out this energy, but it'll help you receive messages and make a decision. Some of you are going on a trip though with the family. It's a family trip. You might be planning a family trip. Maybe to Walt Disneyland, because I'm seeing the family. That's so cool if you guys are going. I've always wanted to go there. I'm 32. One day, I will go there. Probably won't have kids when I'm going, but, so there is some sort of hope and renewal for you guys. What concerns me, you guys, is this Nine of Swords that's on top of the Ten of Cups, because the Ten of Cups, this is like what you guys were feeling, and it's like almost like you feel like somebody's gonna interfere or come in between that. And with the Knight of Swords here, you got to be careful that you're not, what I'm seeing is like a guard dog around a house, right? So a guard dog, it's his territory, and if anybody comes near his territory, then he's, starts to bark or nip and bite. There's a sense here that you, like, if that's happening in your relationships, that's called possessiveness. So if somebody's doing that to you or you're doing it to somebody else, then that could cause a separation. If you're dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancer, they can be quite possessive. Tauruses can be too, like everybody can. Like, don't, like a Sag, they say Sages and Aquariuses are the most detached. It's a lie. They can both be possessive, like just as possessive as anybody else. Some of you guys, it's your partner that's a drinker, and like you might need to have a family discussion and a talk with them about that. You're avoiding emotions, and you can't avoid that. That's what's giving you the sleepless nights and anxiety. You need to face that. There could be a problem with your vehicle as well. Making payments for insurance and stuff like that. If you're separated, you could have some issues with your spouse not making payments on time. Make sure everything's documented though, okay? There's a sense here you need to be doing things the correct way. Make sure things that are written down schedule-wise for your children with the signature of your spouse on it. So that way when you guys go to court, you, like, it's written, you have documentation of things, right? Like, because if this person's going to try to do something funny on you, and don't be using it against them either. That's just there for protection, like for the children, you know what I mean? All right, I want to pull, I only did this for one other person, but it's just because your reading seems to be very all over the place. I'm not able to tune in for some reason with you guys. Well, it's not that it's just the energies that I'm picking up. I don't want to tune into those ones. But I'm not really picking up on many other people's energies here, which is odd. It just seems to be those few things that are stamping, that are coming through. But let's see. There we go. Oh, I don't know if I should show it to you guys. Okay, some of you guys could be, okay, I'll just show it to you guys. I just don't want to ruin a surprise, So we have the Three of Emotions. You see that card? Beautiful card. So it says, wonderful news is on its way. Announcements regarding engagements, pregnancies, births, or graduations will be revealed. New friends will be made, or communities of like-minded people will draw closer to one another. Exciting new beginnings or happy endings are just around the corner. So again, some of you guys could be getting engaged. So maybe this anxiety is about, like, you've been with a person a while and you don't feel like they're going to pop the question anytime soon, but they very well might. I don't feel like I should be talking about that though. That might be why I'm not picking up properly the energies, because there's specific things that shouldn't be said, or some of you guys, if you're not wanting to get pregnant, watch that. Because that card did say that you could get pregnant. And I want to pull, let's pull this out. One more. There we go, it just fell. Because I want to clarify the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords here. So this is what this card will be for. Seven of Action. Let me see the picture. It's quite playful. You're being called upon to calm your personal power. Feel confident, as your angels will give you the strength to say no when it's the right thing to do for yourself. Your struggle may actually stem from an unsolved inner conflict rather than a conflict with others. So yeah, okay, you guys. It was like I was saying, you guys are you're blocked. You're blocking yourself though. This is stemming from in you, and whatever you're not willing to face with the Chariot, you're not facing your emotions. It's gonna cause this overindulgent. You could get carried away with spending money. You could get carried away with overeating. Drinking is coming through. You need to watch your drinking, right? We don't want your children picking up the same habits. Like, or I'm not saying that you have a habit, but we don't want your children getting a pattern, that's negative. We want to break negative patterns to create healthy. You have a choice to make with a child, though. Your child might need even counseling, I'm getting, but your child also might need a tutor, is what I'm getting as well. Might be having a hard time in a certain subject. You guys do have beautiful energy coming through. It's just, I don't want you to hit a wall. Getting back into the gym is really important. Hiking, walking. It did discuss confidence issues. So if you feel healthy, then you're going to exude that to the public. You're going to feel healthier inside. You're going to feel more confident, more in control. There's a sense here of you guys feeling like you don't have control over something. And it's saying to release that. Like, cut the binds to that. You don't need control. Go with the flow this month. Get in tune with your emotions. Get around water. Drink lots of water. You do need water in your system. Yeah, guys, that's everything I'm getting. Hopefully you had a fantastic month, and I will talk to you soon. Namaste. Ciao for now.